Sydney Superdome. Referees are ready, the bench is ready, and I know you're ready.
Good evening and welcome to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup Australia 2022. Korea taking on China. Korea winning the opening jump ball. And a little bit of a fumble, but no worries, they get it to Park. She comes off a screen. And little outside jump shot. Both teams like to put up shots from outside, but a great job there by Jin to get Korea
on the board first. Yeah, really nice little jump shot there. And that's always nice to see your first shot go in.
Exactly, Yang. And Li Meng. And it's intercepted by Kim Danby. And she said, no, I wasn't the last one to touch it. But great defensive possession there by Korea. They never actually have possession, so China are gonna have 8 seconds left on the shot clock.
But good intensity here as we see Kim Danby. They're all over it. Their intensity on the defense is right where they want it to be.
And Huang, way to start this tournament for her. Like I said, she was playing some of the best basketball I have seen her play ever in February. So great job, her knocking down her first shot. Park, tough layup is off the mark, and nice hustle by Jin, but she's just not able to come up with the offensive rebound.
I did think that came off Li Yuru, in my opinion. But anyway, referee has a way better position than I do. I'll stay up here.
So Huang here, she's already hit 1 3, but no, guess what? They get it inside to Li Yuru, excuse me.
And that's really important, right? Establish her early. And she's hard to guard. Nobody can stop her.
No, she has some great hands. She can also shoot from outside. So you really need to get up and defend her no matter where she is. But I think the biggest thing is you can't let her get easy low post touches.
And that's what I spoke about earlier, right? Working early, pushing her out of the paint. And they need to get the ball in here because they've got, okay, they do.
So Yang trying to pass it off to Park. And Park a little shake and bake, but she is well defended there by Wang.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a double dribble. So nice defensive intensity by China.
And an early sub here.
Yeah, so a good job there by Li Meng coming out, defending the shooter.
And Park Ji-sung subs in early into the game.
And nice backdoor cut by Huang Xijing. And she already has 5 points. I'm telling you, she is the kind of player, when she's feeling it, she could be an All-Star 5 at this tournament.
Yeah, and she demanded that ball.
And good defensive possession there by Yang Liui. And nice little in and out move. Can't convert the layup is Wang.
And for me, right now, China are getting everything that they want. They had a wide open 3 feet set. They've got a nice drive down. They had the post play. They've got exactly what they want. Korea are kind of out of touch, out of sync. I'm not really too sure, but right now it's too easy for China.
Yeah, they're kind of doing what they want from any position. Well, good news is, missed the first. And Wang Xiyu makes the second.
What I do admire about Korea, their passing is beautiful. It's like straight, it's strong, it's really good.
Danby, little dribble handoff there to Kang, but she's not able to convert. And now China are out running. And just way too easy. Good job running the floor. And I believe there's going to be a foul going against Li from China. So maybe just a little bit too aggressive on that offensive rebound.
Well, we just came from Serbia, Canada, where they pretty let them play really physical. And that I didn't even see a foul. So anyway, that's her first.
Jinan is nice little quick move on her part, but just isn't able to control the ball. But ball goes back to Korea and 12 seconds left on the shot clock. So good ball movement, good passing, like you said.
Yeah,
Jin's
so
shot
crisp.
off the front of the rim. And tough pass to Lee. She catches it, passes it back, and missed shot.
Good hustle from Korea.
And we mentioned it before the game started. There is a big height difference for this Korean team. And a turnover, good defensive possession, and an easy layup by Wang Si-yu.
Yep, and timeout from Korea. They want to stop the bleeding. 10-2. We'll be able to listen into the timeout because right now it's all China.
Yeah, exactly. Nice defensive possession there by China, and forces coach Sun-Min Zhuang to call a timeout.
지금 해야 돼. 스크린을 정확하게 해줘. 2대2 할 때도 찬스 빨리 주고 스크린을 걸어주고 움직이라고. 지금 싱글이니까 스크린 해주고 같이 가면 움직이면서 뛰어봐요. 공격이 너무 지금 안 되니까 수비도 어렵잖아. 그리고 지금 얘네들이 얘 14번 애를 뒤에서 걸고 가서 바디 체크해줘. 얘를 한번 쪼아주고 가라고. 그리고 어떻게 해서든 앞으로 나와야 돼. 어렵게 들어가면 체크하잖아.
Well, my Korean isn't very good, but it seemed pretty calm. But for me, this team looks so different without Park Ji-soo, who's not here. He's a WNBA player. She's 6'4", she's 23, she's long, lean. It's a different game when you don't have a post presence, which China does, and they have plenty of it.
Yeah, and they definitely relied on her a lot at the FIBA Basketball World Cup qualifiers in February. She was their leading scorer and their tallest player also. Yeah. So it is a big loss, not just in the scoring factor, but also to add a little bit of height. So let's see what Korea can get out of their timeout. Jin, nice take, but just isn't able to finish. And now China are out and running. Yang. Li Wei with the inside pass, inside out. Li Meng, she's a shooter, folks.
Yes,
she's not going to miss if you leave her that wide open.
She's known as a shooter, and boy, does she fill it up.
Park. They do a good job at penetration and kick, this Korea team, but if they're not knocking down shots from outside, it becomes a long night for them.
Yeah.
Oh, great hustle. I was going to say awesome offensive rebound by Park Ji-hyun, but turns it over, which leads to not a layup, but a foul. So right now, what we've seen on missed shots by Korea or turnovers, China are getting out, and they're trying to run.
Yeah, they are. They got 2-on-1 right there. Unluckily, they didn't finish it here, and a big foul. It's a good call, and make her earn it at the line. I think it's all China right now. They're getting exactly what they want. Korea can't put the ball in the hoop. They've only scored 2. But the thing is, they're getting good shots and good looks. It's just not falling, or they're not staying strong enough. They're kind of falling away from the basket.
I mean, especially without Park Ji-soo, they are going to need to rely on their outside shooting even more than they did with her. They are a team that put up a lot of three-point shots. So it might be difficult. Like you said, they were good shots, but if those shots aren't falling, it's going to be a long night for them. And Danby.
6 on the clock.
Nice little penetration, and this is what I mean. They're not bad looks, but they are shooting overextended, longer arms than them. So that turnover was intended for Li Meng, but ball is going to go back to Korea. So a little bit better job getting back on defense there by Korea.
So Korea is 1 from 7 right now from the 2-point strike. So I feel like they're making the move and then just not poised enough at the end to execute the layup.
Well, Yoon now trying to get something going for Korea. She gives it up to Park. And ball is out to Kim. Tough layup. Again, I think they're good takes, but they're tough takes.
Yeah. Yeah, and China's really forcing them, playing tough defense, and really making them, forcing Korea to make, tough finishes. And they're not right now.
So Wang running things for China. Nice ball movement. And cross screen underneath for Lee. That's what you need to do. Well, you need to bump, right?
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to bump her, but yet again, they're getting that cross screen. She's getting exactly what she wants. She's a top player, post player. Look here, she has a perfect look. And they come right across her arms, and she's taking another trip to the line.
And good news for Chinese basketball fans is this is a really young team still.
I know. They're so young. She's 23, Lee Ru, as she wears her signature pink hairband. I've never seen her not rock that.
Well, she misses a second, so gives Korea a chance to run a little. Park thought about it, hesitated, shot it, and that long two is good. And has cut into the drought.
And a steal.
Oh, nice defense by Yoon. And I think this is something that Korea needs to do. They need to pick up and put pressure in the backcourt on China. Wang.
Yeah, that's a great point. And here, easy
And
bucket.
easy bucket.
And my thing is, you would have scouted Lee Ru.
Lee,
Like,
yeah.
why are you leaving her? At any point, I'm not leaving her.
So Jin, little fadeaway jump shot. Obviously, she has a tall task having to go up against Lee. And that's going to be an easy call by the referees there. So a good job sacrificing your body, getting in the lane of the big coming down. You don't like that because it's been called against you before?
I don't like that. The post player always gets penalized for that. She just came down. It's not her fault. She's strong. Look at this. Let's have a look. Come on. Either way.
Well,
good for
ball
Korea.
back to Korea.
But then that's what you're going to have to do, right? If you're going to stop the post players, you've got to put your body on the line. They've got to get it over. They do.
So Lee going to the bench, but guess what? Han Chu checking into the game, so they actually become even taller.
Yeah. But
And
you lose a little more, I guess, strength with Hangju, but she is so tall.
Han Chu actually has a better outside shot than
You're
her
right.
post move.
I've seen
so
her shoot. You're right. I would love to see her. She starts outside. Here she goes. And what I really like about China is they really find what they want in the offense. They take their time. They know they want to establish their post play, and they just wait for her to establish that post deep, and they cause Korea to foul.
Oh, nice inbounds play and nice little reverse layup there by the captain, Yang Liwei. She's another player, in my opinion, who is talented enough to really step up and have a big night for China on any given day against any given team.
Yeah.
And three-point shot is off. Fight for the offensive rebound. Good job there by Park to come up with it. And really no easy look. Shot clock winding down.
Yep.
They're going to have to put it up. Kim knows that, though, and her shot just bounces out.
But here come China. They're so good at that quick transition. They get the ball out in the shooter's hands.
So Li Meng, her shot is off. And ball is going to go back to China. And tough penetration. What a block by Huang Xijing. So she can do it on both ends of the court, folks. And the high arcing kick out ends up being a turnover, which is giving Kim Danby an opportunity to run. They kick it back out. So now, two littles going at each other in the post.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, great ball movement.
Yeah.
Leads to a beautiful outside shot by Park.
Yeah, great shot by Park. Had her feet set, but that was better from Korea. They got the ball inside, moved it around, and a wide open shot. Lovely.
Yeah. And I said, I think Korea can be very dangerous if their three-point shots start to go in. And we've seen a little bit more spunk and the ball go in the net last few minutes of this first quarter for Korea. Park, tough penetration, great job drawing the contact and the foul.
Yeah, and good for her, putting the ball on the deck, forcing the referees having to make a call, and gets a trip to the line.
So good job there, nice play 2 times down the court by Park Ji-hyun. Well, minute 27 left in this first quarter. Korea with an opportunity to cut it to a 1-point lead, single-digit lead. And that's exactly what she's done. So that score is now down to 9 for China with just under a minute and a half to play.
And they've subbed in Yang, number 13 for Korea, maybe a little bit the tallest player at 6 foot.
And three-point shot is good by Lee Yuan. And that was, they were so worried about Han Chu that it left Lee Yuan wide open.
Yeah.
Li Meng running, can she save it? She does. And great job and hustle by China.
I love the crowd.
There are a lot of Chinese fans in the stands here tonight.
Really good job. Nice little step
And smallest player on the court gets her own rebound is Lee Yuan, but shot clock winding down. Li Meng with a little underhand layup.
Oh, that's a nice move. Down the middle, little finger roll.
Park, she's been good for Korea the last couple possessions for them. And Korea definitely moved the ball and played with patience. Miscommunication there. Good defensive possession by China. So 13.5 seconds left in this quarter. One last opportunity for China.
Sorry, for me, Park Jin there, she did a nice step through and then decided to kick it out, put it on the glass.
Yeah.
That last move there, you've
But
done
she
you've
was
done all the
defended
work.
by Han Chu.
Very true.
So Li Meng is able to draw the foul on Kang, I believe it was. So they're in bonus, and China are going to get to go to the free throw line to possibly extend this lead. And she makes the first of 2. And 2 for 2 for her, so 6.6 seconds left. Can Korea get a good look at the basket? And what a block by Han Chu to end the first quarter.
And there you go.
There you go. It's intimidating going up against the
6'9".
6'9" of Han Chu. So at the end of the first, Korea 11-27 for China.
Well, there we have it. China shooting 67%, 6 from 9, and then 3 from 5. They're doing much, much better. And 1 from 5 for Korea, shooting only 20%. They need to get that percentage and that clip up a little bit better. For me, China are doing an excellent job sharing the ball. Everyone who has touched the court has scored. They're establishing their post players down low, and then also that opens up the shooters. So we get to see the best plays of the first quarter. And Li Meng, number 9 for China. For me, you said she's a shooter, and boy, if you leave her wide open, like, well, not that one, but they're shooting a good clip. When you're wide open, this Chinese team is not going to miss.
I mean, I think this is going to be one of the best World Cups that we have seen in quite a while, and it's very hard to predict who's going to be on the podium on day 10 of this competition.
Right.
But
I like China
if the ball
to be up there,
bounces
you
the
know.
right way,
Yeah.
China definitely, for me, have the talent to be on the podium at the end of the tournament.
I know. I didn't vote. You know, they always ask us on the prediction. I couldn't decide who I wanted for my silver medalist, but China is looking good. They've got the full package, and also they've played together so long. And that chemistry, that team chemistry.
So long, even though they're only 23, 24.
But I'm talking about like under 17s Asia Cup. They've been at levels together for a very long time. And I've seen this group for a fair few tournaments in FIBA now.
Korea with 5 call.
Well, start of the second quarter, China with a comfortable lead, 27-11 for Korea. Lee Yuan, penetration, and that pass just goes out of bounds. I think it was intended for Li Meng.
But good energy. I feel like they're moving really fast, really crisp, but they just turn over the ball.
And great job, Kang, coming off that down screen, can't score, but they come up with the offensive rebound and a missed opportunity by Yang for Korea.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. They just need to make those little bunny shots, because you know who will make her shots every single time.
And that is Li Meng, folks. You need to defend her, that's for sure. Park, deep 3 off the front of the rim. So substitution, we see Wu Tongtong checking into the game for China, number 6. And Pan with the spin move and the step through. What a move by number 12.
Beautiful.
Great job.
Beautiful move there.
Kim, nowhere to go. And Kang with a spin move of her own is off the front of the rim. And now China again pushing the tempo. And they get it inside to Li Meng, but it's going to be a foul on the floor going against Kim Dambi, number 23 of Korea.
And with that miss, Shona, Korea is 3 from 16 from the 2-point shot. They're shooting 19%. It's going to be tough to beat any team in this tournament if you can't make your 2-point shots.
Well, you know, we talked about it. I thought they had some good, strong takes to the basket, but just that defensive height and wingspan of China makes you adjust your shot. And great unselfish basketball by China. So Zhang Ru is the beneficiary.
And right off the bench.
So great job by her. And you know, she's coming in for Li Meng. So if you can come in, your first touch of the game is a score. You know you have a deep bench if you're coach Zhang. And Han Chu with her first 2 points of the game.
And really nice post up by her there. Just solid. Nice little step through, easy too.
And nice defense there by Wu Tongtong. And look what this does. Leads to an easy fast break point for Zhang Ru. And Korea have to call a timeout.
They need to talk about it because they put up, you know, a fluff shot and then boom, China right back down their necks. And on the other end, look here, they threw up something, boom, here come China, transition, easy too. China look good to me. And good timeout for Korea because it's getting out of hand and they just need to slow the bleeding. We'll listen in to the timeout.
아, 강슬이랑 바꿔줘. 강슬이랑 예빈아. 진아나, 앞서지 말라니까. 뒤에서 대고 있어주라고. 키가 크기 때문에 앞으로 나와버리니까 넘어가자. 공격이 지금 1대1로 생으로 해서는 안 된다고. 이 스크린을 이용을 해서 순간적으로 스피드를 이용해서 팝아웃하고 하라고. 1대1 안 되면 빨리 주고 또 움직이고. 혼자서 1대1 농구를 하지 말라고.
Well, like you said, kind of need to stop the bleeding. China in this quarter have already outscored Korea 10-0. And the score is 37 for China to just 11.
And there's the
And
great Yao Ming is in the building. We
I
love
would
it.
say easily
Legend.
the most famous
Yeah,
Chinese basketball player.
Goat.
GOAT.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Korea can do out of this timeout. Shin, penetration, kick, and again, it's a good look. That was a great shot by Yoon. They just can't, you're not going to get much more open than that.
Yeah. And they get a good turnover here, and let's see if they can get something on the fast break.
So ball back inside to Jin. And tough, well-defended shot. Great job by Shin Juan.
And well needed for Korea.
Yeah.
But even that's still a hard shot, you know? That's
It was
a step
well defended,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, it's well defended. It's a tough shot. And that's what all they're getting right now.
Wang gets it to Han Chu, but her shot's off, and an offensive rebound, though, is gonna lead to a foul by Korea. So ball will stay in the front court of China. And Han Chu misses that, but
She
is
gets her
able
own
to tip herself her own rebound.
And you know what?
She didn't even have to jump, did
yeah,
she?
you can't teach height. That's 6'9", and she just kept with it.
And three-point shot is well off by Park. So ball back to China. And tough left-handed layup is good by Wu Tongtong.
And great use of her body, Wu Tongtong. Incredible to create that space, and an offensive foul on that screen by Jin. And we've seen referees from our previous games today, if you're not solid in your screening, if you're moving your feet, boom, they're
Yep.
gonna call it. And that was the nice Wang Tongtong where she used her body. The finish,
Yep.
lovely little finish.
Great finish by her. So ball back to China, and Korea just having a tough time scoring. 5 minutes and 34 seconds left in the second quarter. you know, defensively, yeah, I think there's a lot of areas that they need to work on. And nice extra pass. That three-point shot is off by Wu. So China's skilled. You know, every time they have 5 people on the court, they can come in and score, correct?
Yeah.
But offensively, they need to find an answer to be able to score a few more baskets, and that's exactly what they did. Great job. Nice give and go by Shin Jong-yun. But ball goes inside way too easily to Han Chu, and all she needs to do is just turn around and shoot it, and isn't able to score, but she does draw the foul. Han Chu's first attempt is off the mark. I mentioned it, she's actually incredibly talented and can spread the floor, and she has an excellent shot. Free throw line extended.
She really does. For a 6'9", she has a nice arcing shot, follow through. Legit.
So Park gives it up to Park, and she's just not able to score. And now look at this speed and energy by this China team. And tough basket by Han Chu.
And did
little
you
fake
see-
middle, went back baseline.
Yeah, but Han Chu ran the floor.
She did, head down.
Wow.
Ran the floor as fast as she could, and her team rewarded her. So good passing here. That's Kim, kicks it back out. And Shin thought about it, but passes that up to Park. It was a good look by Park, but again, off the mark, and now China running. It's Wang, who takes it all the way. Great
Nice,
job there by Wang Siu.
Beautiful move by Wang. Just put the burners on, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. And nice back screen. Yoon isn't able to hold on to it and go up, though. So some nice minutes here by Shin. And her shot was off, but they're going to call a foul against Han Chu.
I think let's have a look here. Oh, no, this was the...
This is Wang's fancy. Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, we won't get a look at that, but maybe she just tapped her hand. And now Lee Ye-ru will come back in. So, like we said, Twin Towers.
I'm
Like
telling you,
for
I
like.
would love to see them play.
I think I've
At
seen
the
them
same
once,
time.
like
Really?
a few minutes. Yeah, nothing crazy, but they do sub each other.
Well, Park kicks it to Kang, and she's not able to convert. Nice hustle play, though, by Kim So-dam. And
Well
another
needed.
opportunity
Yeah.
for Korea.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do. They need to hustle. They need to get extra possessions because right now they're not shooting very well. They're shooting 19% from two-pointers, and they've only made 1 3-pointer. So they need extra possessions if they're going to come back into this game.
Well, the captain checking back in for China, Yang Liwei.
%19 from the floor. Excuse me. 6 from 32, Korea.
Park, tough shot. Not sure if that's considered a block, but now look at this, China running. Great run by Zhang Ru.
There's no doubt China isn't in shape. They're in a track meet, that's for sure. As soon as the rebound goes, they're all out running.
And you know, I would say it's very typical of China to play at an incredible speed, especially early in a tournament. And you kind of, I mean, the last few major events, and that being the last 2018 World Cup in Tenerife, and then last year's Tokyo Olympics, they started well, and then they faded at the time where you need to be going up.
Interesting.
Yeah. So let's see if they have maybe learned their lessons, and they're going to be able to keep this kind of momentum throughout the tournament.
That's really interesting. So they don't keep this intensity up, which is makes sense as the tournament goes on. Legs get heavy, as nice little finish there. Legs get heavy, you know, fatigue starts to set in. It's a long tournament.
It's
until
it's a short tournament, but a lot of games.
Yes, short tournament, a lot of games, and we're going to see China go pretty far.
So nice defensive possession there.
Zhang Ru, really good defensive possession.
And another thing, I mean, you know, right now we have China. They already have 50 points with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Korea, 15. Are we going to see a lot of the bench players for China knowing that it is a long tournament?
You're right. And why not? I would empty my bench out.
Possibly, I would say it would be a good bet to guess that you're going to win this game. I know there's still a lot of time left, and we've seen crazier things in sport, and tough shot, had to get it off though, and now China, again, any opportunity they have to run, they do, but no, Li Yuan is going to pull it out and set up the play.
And even
she gets it to Yang, and Yang stops and pops, and it's good.
Nice. Yang Li Wei. Beautiful. It's all looking good for China right now.
Yeah, you said it. Kim to Kang, and Kang with a much-needed basket for Korea. So good job there. Nice passing. You always see nice passing from Korea. Can they knock down the shot at the end of it,
right?
Though?
Because it's solid. They pass it right in the pocket.
Lee. Don't dribble, Lee.
No. Keep it up high. Well done, Korea, for that defense. They just need to box her out.
Well, Shin, she's had some good minutes for Korea. Ball gets kicked back out to Park. Park Hae-jin. Nice stop and spin move. And her shot, little soft kiss off the glass. And China, Coach Wei Zhuang wants to talk about it.
And that's incredible, right? You're up 32 points, I think. And Coach said, yeah, that's enough. I don't want Park or Korea to get any hotter than that, and calls a timeout.
And I think it's also a learning opportunity. Well, let's try and listen in to this timeout.
We have 3 fouls for the game.
Well, go ahead and download your app, your courtside 1891. Get all the highlights, all the scores, and all the games. I've got it on my phone. Do you have it on yours?
I definitely do. Keeps you updated on everything basketball related going on around the world, and especially this tournament right here. Well, China, let's see if they listen to Coach Wei. Huang has been a little tired since she's checked back into the game. Not tired, sorry, I mean quiet. And nice ball reversal leads to an open shot by Yang, but couldn't make it. They come up with the offensive rebound. And Yang Li Wei. Nice penetration and kick. And that three-point shot is off the mark, but another offensive rebound. Shot clock winding down. Do they know it? Lee does. And nice little scoop shot, right hand for her. And that, folks, is going to end the half.
Nice for Lee there. Takes her time. clock running down, she doesn't care, and that's 7 points for her. And there is the halftime score. Korea 20, China 54.
PHL is proud to be supporting
Well,
the women's basketball world.
it has been all China in the first half, basically doing a little bit of whatever they want to do on the offensive end. But I also think they focused a lot defensively, and they're ready to guard the penetrations by that Korea team.
Yeah, and that's 21% from the 2 and 20% from the 3. They're shooting pretty much the same clip at the three-point line. It's not going to cut it. Rebounds, China winning that game also. Assists, but Korea have got 4 steals. Park, 7 points, and Lee, 9. For me, it's all China. Obviously, they've scored 54 points. They're on their track to score 100.
You talked about the shooting for China, for Korea, and how they are struggling from the floor. And China, I mean, not necessarily shooting great from three-point range, but why do they need to shoot outside shots unless they're wide open when they're so efficient inside the three-point lane?
Yeah, they're going into their post players, Lee Ye-ru and Hang Shu, both with 7 points, solid down low. And there's a little highlight of the post play, and you know I'm a big fan of the post play. But, you know, they can get whatever they want. Right now, China are running on transition. They're getting good looks down low. They're shooting a pretty good clip. So everything's going right for China. And, you know, there's USA, there's some other teams in here scouting right now. Hey, you better get your pens and paper out, because this is a team that you really need to look and scout. It's difficult.
Absolutely. I'm sure every team in this tournament is here scouting these two teams, and especially China. Well, we will be right back shortly as halftime is wrapping up. So enjoy some highlights of past FIBA World Cup events.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Japan have a chance to run. Numbers down the floor for the Japanese. Takada presents the early screen. They take the pull up. The 2 is good. And Fujioka, great decision. Saw the gap, separated from the screen and knocked it down. Gibraltar tries to answer for Belgium.
See if Diame can get in, go up quickly. No, it's going to be Diop. Oh, she's going to pull it up from deep. Oh, are you kidding me? The three-pointer! You're just thinking, why are you taking this long shot?
Reach all over the pass lane. Behind the back for Mutsi for 2. She clenches the fist on the way past. No one wants this more than Danny Mutsi. She does not want that career to end today. Drop, Shirazi has it. Gumtree is down the floor. She's going to get a look. Shirazi doesn't like what she sees. Brianna Stewart with the 2 of the pretty little pass from Shirazi. gets it over Fries, and Multi with a real great read going up is blocked. Won't worry if Eddie Multi, she's been blocked before in her career.
The temptation is to go to Multi every time down the floor, but others have to step up. And there, Johannes gets it inside to Miem.
And that's kind of the little why you would pay for a ticket to see Johannes. She's just exciting.
And Spain were surrounding Cambage. Here's Sanchez. Good! Look at that! Talk about contributions from the bench. Here we go. Whitcomb. Little shake and bake, goes baseline, puts it up, put it on the highlight reel. And now Belgium's turn. Alemán this time, delivering to Messerman.
They're just exciting to watch.
Opportunities to score.
Xu has it high, so Shouting spins. Oh!
That was another highlight move.
But no surprise, Li Meng, 9 points, 2 of 2 from 2-point range, 1 of 2 from 3. I mentioned it, she's a shooter, folks, so as soon as you leave her open, she is gonna make you pay. But with that move right there, we saw she's also capable of attacking the basket. And Li Meng is not the only player that you can talk about for this China team. I thought, you know, Li Meng played most of the first quarter, maybe even a little bit into the second, and then Zhang Ru came in for her, and her first touch, she scored. So you talk about a Chinese team that has a solid and powerful starting five. Guess what? They also have a bench that they can go to.
Yeah, they sub in really, really well, and they're coming back out right now to warm up, and then we see the top scorers for Korea.
Well, Park Ji-hyun with 7 points, and she had those 5 points in a row for China in back-to-back possessions.
Korea.
She got, for Korea. She got a 3-point shot, and then I believe it was she was able to get to the free throw line. So good job by her.
And other than her, the next leading scorer is Shin, number 1, with 4 points.
Who came off the bench for them.
Came off the bench. So Korea in a drastic need of scoring. They're in a drought, really, only scoring 20 points in 2 quarters. That's not enough when you've got a high scoring and full energized Chinese team. And there's the fans with the nice Chinese flag. There's a fair few, and the arena is starting to fill up now because the dessert, I would say, of this evening is going to be Australia. Australia versus France. And that's going to be fun. So the crowd is coming in.
I think the crowd is coming in for the Australia game, but
Yeah.
I
There's a
mean,
lot of
from
Chinese
the beginning
fans.
of the
Yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah.
you and I were looking around, and China has a very large representation
Of course. They're only across the road,
Representation
aren't
here.
they? They're not far from here.
across the water.
Across the water. You know,
Everything is across the water from Australia.
But they're very close, and they have a great fan base, and they love their basketball in China. So, of course, they'll come out and support their ladies. And Korea now making their way onto the court. They're about 4 minutes until we start the third.
And I know Korea only have 20 points. How many good open looks that either just went off the front of the rim or the back of the rim for Korea? I mean, I would say easily they missed about
Yeah. They
12
shot
to 15
They shot
points.
28 shots, and
Yeah.
they only made 6.
yeah.
And I would say they probably easy ones. But also they choose to shoot the jump shot sometimes instead of just the easy layup.
I
don't
think
know.
they're definitely maybe intimidated driving to the basket because it would seem, you know, oh, you're open, but then you know you have an incredibly tall defender behind you.
Hang Zhu coming in also, 6'9", has already blocked shots and is changing shots. But they need to be aggressive. I still think they can get easy stuff to the basket. They pull out either Lee Ye-ru or Hang Zhu, and they're not finishing strong for me at the basket, Korea. They need to go through the defense and then force the referees to call a foul because they haven't got to the free throw line much either. They've shot 2 from 2, gone to the line twice.
Yeah, and when there you see Park Hae-jin talking to her teammates, warming up. And again, she is a player who is capable of leading this team. And we know that we're missing the likes of Park Ji-soo. So other people from Korea need to step up. You know, and I think someone who maybe is incredibly capable of doing that would be the captain, Kim Danby. She played 13 minutes and 0 points for them.
And she shot, what, 2 shots? Yeah. She's 0 from 2. So she's only even got 2 shots and looks at the basket. And right now they're gonna need a lot of energy. They're gonna have to play better defense. And remember, this is a tournament play, right? Even though it's a long tournament, but they play tomorrow. So it'll be interesting, 1, how China uses their bench, how deep do they go? 2, Korea, they have to keep chipping away at this big, humongous lead because in tournament play, wins count, but also points also count.
And I talked a little bit about Kim Danby, number 23 for Korea. She is the captain. She has represented her country at many, many events. And specifically, I think she needs to step up and show her scoring ability. In the World Cup qualifiers, she averaged just under 9 points a game. And you know that they desperately need her to score now. At last summer's Olympics, Tokyo Olympics, she averaged just under 11 points. So she is definitely capable of scoring at some of the top events.
Yeah, and they need to lean on that. And also she needs to establish herself early, often, for Korea because they need it. They need scoring right now. They've scored 20 points in that first half to China's 54. It's a lot. It's a lot to defend. It's a lot to ask for Korea. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they come out in this third quarter because if they don't come out strong and start chipping away at this lead, it's going to turn into a disaster.
Yep, I agree. So we are just under 30 seconds to start this second half here at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. And you see the leader, Kim Danby, talking to her teammates. And now China coming onto the court.
Who's ready for the second half?
So China staying with the same starting lineup. that they started the game with, but for Korea, we see Shin Juan, number 1, getting the opportunity to start because she did have she had good minutes for them in the first half.
Yeah, solid for her. Have to do it again.
Well, welcome back to the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup, Sydney, Australia, 2022. China on top of Korea, 54-20. Shona Thorburn alongside Azania Stewart bringing you today's action. Kang, bounce pass is intercepted, and China are off to the racetracks, and that's Yang Liwei with an easy 2-point basket.
I would love to know what the point of Korea's offense. They drive in, they get all the way there, and then they stop and turn and pass it out. Take your 2 steps, take your layup.
Kang, her shot's off. And again, they're pushing the tempo, is Wang. And she goes all the way to the basket, can't score, but Lee Yueru is gonna pick up, or draw the foul, excuse me.
There's the turnover into a quick offense. But you know what I mean? By Korea, they drive, and it's like they kick every time. Drive in, pivot out, kick. Drive in and shoot the layup. How about that?
I mean, you are a lot taller than me, but trust me, when you're small, it's very intimidating.
Yeah, but they're not even driving against a big post player. They're playing.
And nice cross-screen action that gets Lee Yueru wide open underneath the basket. And guess what, folks? She is not going to miss if you give her the ball underneath there. Well, Park misses that layup. And a foul is going against number 1. I believe that's Shin.
And here we see the foul as she bounces off the 2 Chinese defense. Yeah, again, I think Korea doing a good job getting to the basket. It's just the poise of finishing.
Yuang has been quiet since her initial 5 points, I think it was, in the first few moments. But that's going to be a 3. And she must have heard me.
Yeah, she did. Huang, she said, okay, Shona, I'll put on the show for you.
Again, I think Huang, number 11 for China, is very capable of being an all-star 5 at this event. So aggressive rebound by Jin. And kick, shot fake, penetration. And again, maybe just too much passing inside the key. And now Yang takes it all the way to the basket, and it's an and 1. So great job. Way to be aggressive there by Yang.
Yang, to me, Shona could be a track star. The way she gets out, look, she's puffing and panting, but the way she gets out, as soon as her team has the rebound, she's out full. Bullet out of a gun, and she's on the rim. I love it. Wow. Is there a Barbie going on in here? Because, wow, it smells delicious in here, and I'm ready for tea, but, whew, you know, the Australians love a Barbie. A shrimp on the Barbie.
Well, can't convert the 3-point play, and Korea come up with the defensive rebounds. And just under 2 minutes have gone, and they have not been able to score in this quarter. They've had big droughts throughout this game of not scoring.
Correct. They haven't scored this quarter yet.
And Park almost loses it, but
turns
that
over,
time they do.
Yeah, they're struggling to score, and that's what I said about the third quarter. It's so important to impose to yourself, to get good looks. And they haven't managed to take over the scoreboard yet.
Well, nice pass inside, and it's Li Meng. Here, we highlighted her at halftime because she had a great first half. And really, right now, this China team is very dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. I'm telling you. because who do you stop? You got Li Mang on the floor right now. You got Li Yeru going in, and then you know, who do you stop? There's multiple weapons. Yang Li Wei, who's out in a track meet. There's a lot. There's a lot to scout. There's a lot to stop, and then boom, you sub in like for like, or for speed, or for height. They've got the depth of the bench, which is what you need in tournaments to get you all the way.
Yep, you said it, Azania. I agree with you completely. I think they have what it takes to get to the podium. And if, you know, they are still young, and every tournament is a big learning experience for them. If not now, I really think this could be a dangerous team for Paris 2024.
Ooh, yeah. But they're playing right now for to lift the trophy for the Women's Basketball World Cup is right now, and they're looking.
Park thought about it. Nice penetration, strong move off the glass, and she is able to finish. So great job there by Park Ji-yoon.
And that's their first bucket in this third quarter, you know, layups, get it going, get stuff to the rim. And that's their first 2 points.
Lee to Li Meng. And she just gets the defender off her. She can shoot, but she can also penetrate, folks.
Yeah, and she stays solid. Good, strong finish there to the rim.
Well, you have to. Nice give and go by Park, and I don't know how that wasn't a foul called on Pan. And clearly we're not on the court. Let's take a look here.
Wow.
We get the advantage of seeing the replay. And close to a 5-second call is going to be tipped by Li Meng. So ball stays with Korea. 11 seconds on the shot clock. They easily get it in. And Hyo kicks it out to Park, who has been the bright spot. Nice shot fake, up and under move, but she's just not be able to convert, with her left hand. And missed basket by Pan, but that was definitely a foul going against number 2, Hyo. And that's going to be bonus now for China with, they're going to get to go to the line because Korea, has committed more than 5 fouls. So 5 minutes and 45 seconds left, and China's going to be going to the line if they don't score anyway.
Yeah, and no fouls for China. So they've got fouls to give, and this next 5 minutes, 46 seconds, they're going to go to the free throw line to add more to their score.
Oh, good job there by Pan Zhenqi. And China are not letting up defensively. They're putting as much pressure as they can. Hyo's shot is off, and China outs the races, but great defensive effort.
Nice.
And look at this, an easy 2-point basket
Good
for
hustle.
Lee So-yi. But it was all about the hustle by number 4, Yoon Yi-bin.
I needed that highlight play, get me back into
Yeah.
it. But also, talking about China, they've got to pour on the points, right? As the foul happens, they've got to pour on the points, because the more they score, the higher they can finish in. If it crosses over with ties or wins, China are going to have this massive win points difference. Go ahead.
So China in Group A, along with Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Puerto Rico, Korea, and the U.S.
Right.
So you mentioned it. yeah, you don't really want to let up, because if for whatever reason there's a tie at the end of group play, I think with a big blowout win, you're going to have, you know, the points tiebreaker.
And you would usually think USA puts up in 100. Today they only scored 87 points.
They were missing a few players.
Okay, but still, if it comes down to points,
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter if you're missing players or not. Obviously, they're coming back from the WNBA.
Park hands it off. Not a bad little shot there. And Yang is just not able to convert. And this is what I mean. I feel like these are pretty decent shots for Korea, but they're just not able to make baskets. Extra pass. And another offensive rebound. Good job attacking the glass by Pan.
And we see, obviously, China going deeper in their bench. That's a good job by them. This is a long tournament.
And shot clock winding down. Korea's going to have to put the ball up. And they're aware of it, though, but just not able to convert. And now China, again, every opportunity to run, they get out and run. And I also think we have seen China go to their bench earlier than they typically do out of a second half or the start of the game because of the lead that they do have. And it's also an excellent opportunity for Coach Wei Zhang to evaluate some players.
Yeah, and that's important, right?
Exactly.
You've got to build the trust of the coach.
Take advantage of your opportunities.
Yeah. Nice little three there. Good three-point shot by Young.
Well, Han Chu, I told you she can shoot from outside. She did not show us on that possession, though.
No facial expressions from Coach Wei at all. Act like it never happened. Don't blame you. Here we go. Korea with the ball.
Park has been kind of quiet. Number 5, Park Ji-yuan. Spin move, Yoon. And tried to use the glass. Maybe didn't have the best angle for using the glass on that shot. And now Lee Yuan wants to set things up. Wu Tong Tong. Tough shots. I think she wanted the foul, but I thought that was pretty decent defense there by Lee.
Yeah, Lee put her body in the way.
And deep shot, but she gets her rebound, kicks it out, and Yoon, her shot is off the front of the rim. So now China are, for the first time in a long time, going to slow things down, and I believe that's going to be a travel call on Lee Yuan. So nice defensive pressure by Korea to get the ball back.
And really good defense there. And especially when you're, you know, tiptoeing this halfway line, you can either get a backcourt, and look at this, good. She just gets her hands in there, and they're right, it's the travel.
Yep, great call. Easy call, in my opinion, by the referees. Kang. And gets it off in time, but isn't able to convert. So Zhang finds Han Chu, who just isn't able to hold on to the ball. So another forced turnover by Korea. And Kang.
Looks good. Nope.
It looked good, I agree with you.
They swung the ball nicely around the rim, but here come China.
Lee Yuan goes all the way to the basket, and a nice little finish by her.
So much easier for China, right? They're just staying focused. I think their head and their eyes are up on the rim. and they really concentrate on their finish.
I agree with you. They're definitely making this game seem easy. And what I like is that, well, not that, because that was a turnover. And a good job there by Park Ji-yeon, who's been kind of quiet in this third quarter as opposed to her first half. What I like is that China have really gone to their bench and they're scoring the same amount as they did with their starters and, you know, more of their star players. And that is a good team when the quality of your basketball doesn't dip when you go to the bench.
Yeah. And like we said, this is building trust, right? To gain more minutes with coach. Also, it's a long tournament, so it's good that you can come in and sub. And then a foul.
Oh, goodness me.
Yeah.
What a move by Park Ji-yeon. So great job. And one opportunity here for her. You saw her hesitating and taking time off the court and then just attacks. Good body control.
Yeah, really good. And that's 13 points for her. She is leading all scorers, the only player in double digits. Make it 14.
So great job by her. She scored the last 5 points for Korea. And can they get one last stop? Not if Lee Yuan or Han Chu have anything to say about it. And how good is she at tipping herself the rebounds? So what a way to end the third quarter. It's China up big over Korea, 80-32 at the end of 30 minutes.
Well, for me, here it is. 24% for Korea, 10 from 42. That is pretty much the game, and shooting 3 from 16, 19% from the three-point line. And shooting that type of clip from the floor, the 2 and the 3, is going to be difficult to beat any team in this tournament. They're really not concentrating in finishing. And here is the best players of the third quarter. It's going to be all China, as they have put up 80 points in just 3 quarters. That's usually full time as the 4 quarters are done and they're at 80, but no. They're looking good. Everyone's playing. You see all their team on the floor has scored. And it's tough. This is a tough Chinese team. We spoke about it. And maybe they look incredibly good because of Korea not playing so well. But for me, I felt like they've played their style. You know, they haven't been sped up. They're being physical. They're being solid. And I'm enjoying the Chinese way.
Yeah, you said it, Azania. I am also enjoying the Chinese way of playing right now. And we do know that China goes up against Bosnia and Herzegovina tomorrow in Group A action.
Yeah.
At 2:30. And
the way we saw Bosnia today, and they look tired.
They look very tired.
This is going to be a hard matchup for Bosnia and Herzegovina, but for China, I'm licking my chops. I can get that second win.
Yep. And Belgium are going to be taking on Korea. Well, fourth quarter about to get underway here at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup in Sydney, Australia. China up big, 80-32 over Korea. And Han Chu, she finished the third quarter with a basket at the end of the regulation. And right there, they go straight into her to start the fourth.
But yet again, China doing a great job establishing their post play. They always do it. They always start with the game, finding their big players, their top scorers. And then when you find your post players, it then starts to open up for your shooters.
And what's an incredibly impressive stat is everyone who has played for China has scored.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty
they're dangerous. So, Hongchu is going to pick up that foul. And now Korea. Tried to run that elevator screen for Kang, but China just fought through defensively. Oh, nice reverse layup by Hyo, but she's not able to convert.
And even that, like, perfect. You use the reverse layup to protect yourself from the height. Nice little full court from Korea here, but, you know, and even that they don't execute. It's a wide open reverse layup, and they can't finish that. China.
Told you she can shoot from outside. That shot rolled in and out, but who's there? Yang Liwei for the offensive board. And Hongchu is picking up that rebound. So China with another opportunity.
And that puts Hongchu a nice
And
little
nice
finish.
take by the captain. And not really what you want to see is Yang slow to get up.
Yeah, rolled her ankle. I think either stepped on a foot or as I don't like to look
See
at
here.
these usually.
Oh yeah. So Yang In-young
That one's sore.
is, she's walking okay, but I
gonna
think
be
it's a
sore,
smart move by Coach Sun Min Young to take her out, and you don't want to take a risk. There's
No.
a lot of games left for this Korean team. She's one of
also-
the taller players
Yeah.
on the team.
And now you can ice up,
Yeah.
start the ice process and the rehab.
And I mentioned it, they have
the
a game
recovery.
tomorrow at 12, at 1.
Yeah, so under 24 hours recovery.
Very quick turnaround. Wu Tong Tong can't finish, and really not much that Jinan can do, so she just fouls Hongchu.
And Hongju, that puts her at 14 big rebounds. 11 of those are on the defensive end, 3 on the offensive end, and she has 11 points, so she has a double-double. And 3 goes up, and China keep the possession.
Thought Hongchu was gonna shoot that shot. And look at this, just throw it up. I think she could have taken her time and shot that a little bit slower.
I think
But
she
I mean,
can
they
always
really
take
just
her
threw
time.
it up.
Yeah.
And told her to go get it. So aggressive move by Shin is no good. And you see
Jin, they got to get the ball up. There's 3 seconds on the
Shin
clock.
is gonna have to shoot. She kicks it, and Park is just not able to convert. I thought it was gonna be close to a shot clock violation,
steal
but
by
nice
Park.
hands, great hands by Park. And Shin is running with her, and that's a tough shot. It's not really what you want to see out of a 2-on-1 type situation, but the pass was just kind of off.
Yeah, and Park had the layup and the speed, and she decides to pull out because she's afraid of getting blocked.
Well, talked about them scoring. Everyone can score.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout. Korea, I want to talk about it. We'll listen in.
Well, not a lot of words from Coach Zhang on that timeout. I think she more wanted to make substitutions. And you saw the statistics during that timeout. China have cooled off slightly in their scoring.
Only scoring 9 this quarter, but Korea have scored a donut, and that is a big fat 0.
They've only scored 9, but less than 3 minutes have gone by. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, fair. Good point.
I mean, if they're, it's going to be a 30-point quarter if they continue at this clip.
Good point.
Kang kicks it back out. Jinan to Kim Denby. Oh, nice flare screen action, but well defended by China. And they're gonna have to get a shot up. They know it though. And Kim. And I believe ball is gonna stay here. So great job there by Jinan, staying with it. So she,
Wow, her only first foul. That's pretty good.
able
Really good.
to draw the foul. Kang to Jin, back to Kang. And nice give and go action. Good job going into the contact in the direction where the defense came from. So 2-point opportunity here at the free throw line for Korea coming up. They are 100% from the free throw line. Issue is they've only gone 3 times.
I want to am one in that situation. But you're right, they have scored all their free throws. I didn't want to give her the commentator term.
Oh.
It's real, you know. It's a real thing. Now that I'm a commentator, I really find it's a real thing. So when I miss, I know it's you guys talking about me. Look, see? See, she missed.
So Hangzhou is able to bring down the rebound. And now Li Yuan's trying to set things up for her team. Wu Tong Tong to Hangzhou. How
Lovely.
about that?
Nice
Kept the
basketball.
ball high. Finished with her left hand. That's
Yeah.
some good basketball right there.
Yeah, great fundamentals. See what I mean? Drive, kick, drive, kick. How about drive, layup, please?
I think they're going
There.
to get blocked, though.
No. They don't have...
You don't know what it's like to be smaller.
But it's not like they have Hangzhou on them. And they have the speed. And what about just dropping your shoulder, creating the contact in the space and putting it up?
Well, Shin, drew the contact, and she's going to get to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I don't know what their game plan or their style of play. It's usually the driving kick, but they've had missed opportunities. But also then, at the same time as they get the rebound, fantastic job. Shot goes up from the 3.
And great job. She missed the shot, but she made a 3.
Yeah, nice. Also, maybe because they're missing so much from the 2. I don't know, they're getting nervous. Because they are 10 from 50.
And spin move by Pan. She likes that little spin move.
Love it. Put them in the washer. Did you hear what I just said? 10 from 50 for Korea from the 2-point.
It's a lot of shot attempts.
It's a lot of shot attempts.
I mean, that's just from 2.
I love that.
So they are, you know, they've had 50 shot attempts from 2 and 17 from 3.
Yeah, 67 total shots.
There's still, you know, 5 minutes left in this game. That's a lot of attempts.
Yeah, and they've only made 14. And that adds up to the 36 points. Quick maths.
Well, China, I think they're going to break that triple-digit barrier. They are up 93-36 over Korea. I also think this is maybe a statement game by China.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Yep.
Very good point. Don't
Li
mess with
Yuan
us.
letting her teammates come back and set up. And you see number 13 from China checking into the game for the first time, Dilana. Little penetration. Wanted her to shoot. If she shoots, it means everyone's shot. Lee, Yuen had to put that shot up, and that's off the mark. No patience here by Korea. Shin, spin.
Nice. Step
Nice.
through.
Great step move there. Might be the only player who has a height advantage with the 10 players that are on the court right now.
Yeah, but that was great footwork also.
Wu Tong Tong.
And China rings out around the arena.
And tough pass is turned over. And maybe a missed opportunity. I felt like Korea had numbers there, but Kim Danby decides to pull it out. So now Shin's been a bright spot for them.
Yeah, I do. I do really like her.
Jin,
Nice.
and her shot's off. Nice action, though, by Korea.
All right, come on, China. We're trying to break and get it to 100. Let's see what they can get here. Being very patient. And yep, a foul down low. And referees are all over Park Hae-chin. And the starters are in chill mode. There they are. They've done a good job at the office today, and they're ready. Put the water on ice.
5 in and 5 out for Korea, but a timeout has been called.
Let's listen in to the timeout.
Well, China coming out of the timeout. And we've seen the bench in now for Korea. Wu Tong Tong.
Good job, Kim. Securing that possession.
And Lee to Kim. And shot clock again winding down for them.
Good
What a
defense.
great defensive possession by Jin.
And on the transition, nice
Nice
little pocket
pass.
Yeah.
And with that basket right there by Dilana, means every single Chinese player has scored.
Oh, really? Nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
And patience by Kim, but she's not able to score. Good job there by Lee coming up with the offensive rebound, the hustle. She gets it back and makes it count. Her three-point shot is good.
So, Jin, number 8, China, is on the court. She's the only one who hasn't scored. Come on, Jin, let's go. Far corner.
Oh, good job there by Wu Tong Tong. So Jin has not
Yeah,
scored
she's
either.
defending
Okay.
the ball right now, number 8.
And finally, Korea seeing a little bit of the ball go in the basket, but maybe 3/4 too late?
Yeah.
3.5 quarters too late?
I'm supporting Jin now. I want her to get a basket. And everyone scored for China. Come on, get her a play.
Lee Yuan with the deep three.
And the crowd love it. Don't blame you. Kim now with the ball.
And good job there by Kim to draw the foul.
This nice little three, gets her feet set, and hits the bucket. There, hit with that three, puts them at 100, tipped over the edge.
I mean, the way this game is going, at halftime, you and I thought that they were going to be able
Hit
to
100,
break
yeah.
that triple-digit mark.
Yeah, and,
And they have
minute and a half left. And this is the thing, like I said, you get the win and a big scoring. This is good for China right now in this part of the tournament on day 1.
Nice inside-out action, and Wu Tong Tong makes it count. So another three for China. And when I tell you, these people coming off the bench can score just as efficiently as their starters.
And their teammates love it. The post players there. Lee Ru clapping on her teammates. Always nice. Zhang Ru will now come in for the last minute. He took out Jin, so she won't be able to score. Not to worry, there's a full tournament. Anyway,
Exactly.
drive down.
Oh, Lee Yuan is now just showing off for the crowd, and you hear them cheering on her exceptional play. So just under a minute to play here. China 105, Korea 44. And that's a three-point shot off the front of the rim. But great job following your rebound is Lee. And she just can't hold on to it, though.
And China rings out around the arena. Lovely call as the referee calls a foul. Who would you say the game player of the game for China is?
I mean, I think if you had left Li Meng, number 9, in the game, she absolutely would have been player of the game.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know how many minutes she played. She didn't need to play a whole lot for them.
She had 15 minutes. She started off hot.
15 minutes
Yeah.
and 14 points.
Yeah. Or, yeah, she had 21, excuse me, 21 minutes. But still, nice clip.
Yep.
Good minutes. And they're being efficient, aren't they, with their time?
Incredibly efficient. Well, now last shot opportunity for Korea. And no, it's going to be a turnover, and Lee Yuan is going to kind of settle it down. So that's the end of it, folks. A big statement win by China here at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup. First day action. Group B, that's a statement win if I've ever seen